Right, Natasha. So there's several different issues on the docket right now for the Corona cabinet. As you mentioned, they are due to convene right outside where we're standing currently. And from what we could really expect, different issues regarding restrictions on the green pass, different ages of children that would need the green pass. We understand that, of course, children ages 3 years and up will be required to have the green pass to enter certain venues, certain events, and things of that nature. And of course, the more big picture issues, whether or not we're heading to a lockdown. That is the big question on everyone's mind. Naftali Bennett, of course, has been a proponent of not going towards a lockdown. It has been perceived to be inevitable. What we also understand is expected to be addressed is the reinforcement of the Israeli medical staff in the hospitals, reinforcing hospital staff with more doctors, more nurses, and more paramedics, so long as the number of serious cases being treated in hospital doubles. So each time it will double, you'll see 100 more doctors, 500 more nurses, and so on and so forth. So that is a strategy that it appears the Israeli Corona cabinet and all the different health elements involved here are going to try to take in order to cope with the immense pressure that is expected to be on the hospital system.
Right, and when it comes to the potential for a full lockdown, obviously many businesses are very concerned about what lies ahead, what the future could hold. The question is, does the Israeli government believe that that is a measure that would be necessary, given, the tough economic repercussions that it could have on the public?
Right. It depends who you ask, Natasha. If you ask the Israeli, the newly appointed Minister of Economy and Finance, Victor Lieberman, he is not at all a proponent of another lockdown. He has urged against it just in the last 24 hours. If you ask the Ministry of Health and its leader, Nitzan Horowitz, he's been more welcoming to a potential scenario where that would be the case. But it does appear as though what kind of pulls most parties here together is that it's a last resort. There's no one saying that right now, tomorrow, there needs to be a lockdown, but rather that it may be the direction, it may be the ultimate reality that Israelis will have to face with. We've heard those comments coming from the coronavirus czar, Nachman Ash, time and time again over the past few weeks, as recently as the last day alone. He's made such comments that it appears to be inevitable, but it does appear as though, in general, the direction may be towards reinforcing different elements of the medical staff and strengthening the hospital system so they can cope with the immense pressure that they're going to have to cope with so long as the numbers continue at the rate that they are, which also does mean that they will see more and more serious cases, unfortunately, which is really the biggest issue as far as the hospital system's ability to deal with the virus.